We got the Geminis next. Saturn is now direct. Gemini, what's going on with you with your love life this week? You got the Four of Cups in reversed. Well, gosh, so many gifts trying to come your way, and maybe you're not seeing them. Maybe you're not acting upon them. You know, the Four of Cups, definitely God shows up with the cup that you want, and then you say, nah, I don't need it. It's in reverse here. I almost feel like maybe you're not asking. Maybe you don't believe good things are there for you. You are having a major, major transformation with this full moon in your 11th. Like, where are you disconnected, and where do you really want to connect? Maybe you're disconnected because you don't want to connect. This is the sun in your 5th house of love. This is a big time for you for love, but I feel like there's major blessings that the universe is trying to offer you or has shown you the way, and you haven't acted upon them yet. Your challenge is, wow, the 9 of Swords upright. You are definitely going through anxietyville or a fear here of taking blessings in your life that you already know are there. I mean, it doesn't look that scary with her, but those hooks make it scary, and the full moon, and this is going to hit you on the full moon, this fear of connecting and definitely having this kind of like nightmarish energy when I think it's more of an illusion than it really is. You did pull the 8 of Pentacles in reverse as your overall. I think that you've been doing the same thing over and over again every week as far as kind of a monotonous life here, and I think that you need something different and something to stimulate you. You need to change it up. I feel that it's not really working as good as you think it is. I think that also with Venus moving into Virgo, and you're going to have to move into a different emotional house. I think you've been operating too much like a machine. Your shadow card that you did get is the child I was meant to be, and you got, so I think that what's shattering is this, what's everything's supposed to look like in your life. And maybe you've reached a point in that, but it really didn't deliver as much as you thought, and that's kind of the panic. I think that there's panic over situations of like how it should look, and instead of looking at maybe that there's weird things that God does to bring people together in different ways, instead of your weird identification way. You did pull for that 4 of Cups. You did get in reverse, you pulled the Justice card upright. So, it's time to balance out the benefits and the things that are trying to be given to you instead of turning them down so much that maybe you're not even seeing anymore. It's almost like you closed a door, especially with Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter here in Capricorn, your 8th house, and now with Saturn and Pluto coming direct. You got to open up the doors in order to receive, and that's the balance that I think is happening in your life, is the other side. So whatever you've been hyper-focused on in your life, outside of your love life, you need to focus on your other side of your love life now, because it's like not balanced out well. And with that 8 of Pentacles reverse, you pulled the Hermit reverse. So yeah, I mean, I think you're definitely pulling out of being I'm going to be honest, Gemini, I think that you've been acting like an old person that's a machine, and you've been just like, I don't know, maybe flowering in the garden too much, or making soup, or I don't know. But I just got a feeling that you just kind of got all grandma or grandpa on us here, and it's time to end that. So I think that this is you bringing life back to you if you're going to allow it to happen. Or are you afraid to bring that excitement and life back to your life? Your overall card that you got here is the 4th house. You need to develop the roots in your life. I think you're focused too much on where you're going and not the roots and the foundation, which will make where you're going much better and where your emotions really sit. I think that you have to get emotional now, and you need to put those roots in somewhere, or in the place that you really want it to go. Maybe the roots are in somewhere, but it's not growing the tree that great. You did pull the 3rd house, Aries, and we did get that with Mars. So you definitely have to go into new and exciting environments and stay stimulated. And more importantly, it's time for you to communicate exactly what you want to exactly who you want. And you have to have that courage, and you have to have that drive, and you have to have that ambition to say yes and say no and say what you want. And you're Gemini, for God's sake. But don't trip out. But also, I think that you need to look at the honest truth about really what you want. I think that you are way too, You're becoming way too complicated when this is like very simple. Like, yes, no, get all Cro-Magnon, like kind of old school, like blah, blah, blah. Like just be like a freaking old, like, you know, hunter-gatherer. Ooh, I need food. Ooh, I need bed. I gotta go pee. I gotta go poo. Simple shit.
And I think you can't be afraid to ask for help also, you know. Maybe you're getting caught up trying to figure everything out by yourself, you know, and we can kind of get lost in our own mind trying to dissect certain situations or certain relationships when, you know, I mean, sometimes it's nice to get an outside perspective to see if actually people are picking up on what you're picking up, you know. Maybe you're just a little delusional and think that everything's great when in all reality it's not, you know, and you're kind of just lying to yourself, or vice versa, you know. Maybe you're just saying that the relationship's shit or this person's shit when it's just like your own drama and your own issues that you're holed up on that are sharp inside of you, you know. So it's like, look to the outside maybe and ask for a little bit of help. You don't have to do it all by yourself.
That was a good fucking insight there. Pay attention to those Scorpio words right there, because you're learning to be a Scorpio right now, Gemini, with Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and Capricorn, your 8th house.
And it's crazy that you keep pulling reversals for the amount of times you shuffled.
Huh?
So it's crazy that you keep pulling all these reversals with the amount that you shuffled.
You saw, I mean, at least Craig sees I shuffled, and he sits here, it's like a 20-minute ordeal. It's not like I shuffled for 1 minute all these decks. It's 20 minutes. Some people think that this show's rigged or that I fucking say, like, it's crazy. And why do you think we do a high vibe fucking gold cup? Like, I have no idea what sign's next. So then that makes the fucking, there's no way to rig this show. Zero.